Hello, my name is Santiago Martinez, and this is problem 11 of exam 2. A pretty straightforward problem. We're going to solve for this absolute value. So we have negative 5, x plus 1 plus 2 is less than negative 8. So it's important that we want the absolute value term by itself, and I'll notate that here in a minute, and we want it in interval notation. Excuse my spelling. That is why I'm doing math and not writing a paper. But let's get into it. So the first thing we always have to do is we're trying to get the absolute value by itself. So we'll rewrite it here as x plus 1. We'll change color to make it not so confusing. We'll rewrite our equation is less than or greater than negative 8. And then we will add 2. Always do the addition or subtraction first. And that will obviously give us negative 10. So we have negative 5. Absolute value of x plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 10. Then we'll divide by negative 5. And divide the other side by negative 5 as well. And we should get x plus 1 in absolute value is less than 2. The reason why it's 2 is because the negative and negative cancel out. And 5 or 10 divided by 5 would be 2. Now, since it's absolute value, with this split in clean and dirty, so we'll have a clean version and then a dirty version. The dirty version, we have to use a negative value, and we'll distribute that in. So we start with the dirty value. So we have negative x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. And the reason I want to notate that we changed it, I didn't change it above out of a mistake, but I caught myself here, but I just didn't go back and change it, is that we divided by a negative. When we divide or multiply by a negative to the other side, our inequality will change. So that's why now it's greater than or equal to where our absolute value is. So now we solve like normal. We add 1. And now we have 3. Again, we will divide by negative, so you'll see our sign change once again. And I'll notate that it flips every time we divide it by a negative or multiply by a negative. And you see me go up here and change that, because we did divide by negative 5. Just notating that I flipped it. Now you have to do the clean version, which is a lot more simple. We just have x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. I do make a statement here, so it's easier to put in interval notation. X plus 1 is less than 2, or less than or equal to 2. We subtract negative 2, or negative 1, and x is less than 1. So I always like to less than or equal to 1. I like to notate that I like to write out a statement. It's much easier to understand. And we'll put it on a number line to put it on interval notation. So start with your smallest value and work to your biggest value. So we'll have negative 3. And then we should have 1. So we're looking for a specific thing here. So we want, from our original problem, we want to include negative 3 due to our rules, and we want to x is greater than or equal to 1. So we just answer that part to whatever we want. Remember, x is less than, so we want everything less than or equal to 3, so we'll stop at 3, and we do include both of these answers. So negative infinity, comma, negative 3, include. Union, don't include any in the middle because we don't need that. And that's what my x there is there to represent. We're going to have include 1, comma, infinity, because we listen to after we solve the absolute value. And that is the majority of the problem. And thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day.